And this afternoon, we have our eyes on a meeting the official liquidator of fund management firms should be having with creditors today. The completion of the creditors meeting should pave way for payment of locked-up funds from the last week of this month, according to the Registrar General, Jemima Oware. She has indicated plans of commencement of payments of locked-up funds to of liquidated fund management firms from the last week of this month. Now, Mrs. Oware, who is acting as official liquidator for all the fund management firms, also said they were committed to clearing all the validated claims.
I initially mentioned that the courts had granted 22 orders for 22 firms out of the 40 firms that DG is mentioning. Even of the 22 orders, the laws require that I gazette the orders before I begin any process. And the courts have drawn up for me only 21 orders. Before we put out the notices for the first creditor meetings, I only had 20 orders that I had gazetted. That is how come my first creditor meeting is going to only deal with 20 of those firms for now. When we gazette it in the commercial industrial bulletin or at assembly press, it normally takes a week or two before the gazette actually comes out. The next step is within 6 weeks after the order has been granted us from the courts, we are supposed to publish a notice to creditors and debtors to submit claims for us to prove or validate. Luckily, as soon as DG revoked or SEC revoked the licenses of all these firms, they didn't wait for my process to begin. As he explained, they quickly appointed an agent, and all those claims of all these fund management companies were submitted to this agent who quickly validated 40 of them. So at this level, even though I've put the notice out, as the law requires for me to put it out, most of the claims have been validated and submitted. All those out there who for one reason or the other didn't submit claims to PW, the agent, can submit to our department. We will forward it to the agent. The same agent will be my agent who will validate the claim. So there's not going to be any problem. Whether they receive it or we receive it, that'll be done. After the proof of debt, which has already been done really, the next stage is for me to get the members of the company or the officers of the company or the accountants or anybody who has knowledge about the company to give the agent information about the company to prepare what we call the statement of affairs. The statement of affairs basically is giving information on the status of the company just before liquidation.